What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about BNB Binance token today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, my friends. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it here. So, this to me, what it looks like, this kind of look here, that fish hook of a look in a downtrend. Almost always is it a bull trap. It's a bull trap. It looks like a bull trap, and I assume that we're going to go lower as a result of it, right? Now, I do expect that once we go lower, we do not go below this low here. So it's just a minor bull trap. Nothing too extreme. I mean, if it is extreme, we'll go lower. We'll talk about those scenarios too. But what I'm expecting kind of is a move down. It'll take you below this daily low close here, somewhere above this low here, but below that daily low close there. And then from there, you'll get your higher low from this low, and you'll build. You'll begin to build and work your way up, right? I think BNB is on the precipice of seeing new all-time highs. I truly do. If we look at this current high here to this low here, you went just above your 0.5. A lot of cryptos are finding resistance at their 0.5s lately, and that's okay. Oftentimes, when you do reject off the 0.5, we do see the price go back below the 236. Finding support at the 0.69 would be nice to find support there. Somewhere in the zone, though, is fine. What we don't want to do is go below this low because, again, well, if we do, likely what that would mean then is that BNB won't stop until $470. Potentially targets that are even below $400 would come on the table, and yes, even targets that are below $300 would come on the table as well if we get below this low at about $500 there. I don't think you will. I think 500 is a nice psychological level of support, and I think you're going to continue to find support there. Let's just see. Let's put a line here and look back. He found support in this area a couple times. So even if, maybe I should redact what I just said. Even if you go a little bit below, I suppose it's okay. It's not what I would expect, but as long as you're not breaking through it, right? If you dip your toes, that's okay. That's kind of actually what you've done every time here. But if you see a break, something a little bit more significant, you get a daily close that's pretty far below here, that would make me worried that we are going to prices that are below $400 for sure. Somewhat of an area of support back here, area of support there, area of support there. Going back in time, even further back, going to the way, way, way back. Resistance there, support there. Look at that, resistance there. You show respect on this line throughout your history. And not always is the most perfect respect, but you've definitely shown respect on this line. So I like that as support. I don't think that you're going to go below it, but if you do, again, just a little bit below, either that or it's going to be more significant. But, I think the real way to validate that this line would be broken, let's just see if we take a low to high here. Yeah, I guess if you get a week to close below $520, if you're closing a week below that line, I suppose I would think that, yes, we're probably going to go around 430, if not below $400 would be my stronger inclination. Oh, whew, sorry. Got to breathe sometimes, man. Looking at this, though, looking at the daily RSI here, we are in a bit of a downtrend. You've got lower highs coming in on the RSI, lower lows coming in on the RSI as well. These downtrends tend to end when they hit the oversold zone. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to break out immediately. The downtrend might end, but with that also sometimes you get the beginning of an uptrend where you get your higher lows. So you might come back down into the oversold zone. In fact, rejecting this 40 area now, and you haven't rejected it yet, but it looks like you would. It kind of looks like you'd be in shape too. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you came back into the oversold zone, formed some kind of higher low. You get a daily to close. If you get a daily to close below this here at about $568, if you can do that, then you're going to have a higher low in your RSI, a lower low in the closing price. That'll be bullish divergence to end your downtrend in the daily RSI. I very much do suspect that you're going to break out of this positively in a matter of days, if not a matter of like a week or two. So my expectation would be, again, that you probably pull back to something that's above $500, but right around, I would say you're at $609 now, 560, 520. That's kind of what I'm expecting. More specifically, probably I would even say something that's below 550, something around 550 to 520. What would this fib give us from a low to a high? Golden ratio right there, 540. I like that, yeah. 518, 531, I like that. I'm going to stick with that. If I had to call where you're going to go, BNB, I'm going to guess 532 to 518. Somewhere in this area right here. That's where I think you're going to go. Do extensions line up with that as well? Kind of, yeah, kind of in that area. I definitely don't believe you're going below $500. So that's nice. When it comes time to recovering, when it comes time to moving higher, you've got a lot higher prospects than mine. That's for sure. So much so that I would say even now, even though we are expecting the price to drop about another $50 or so from here, 50 to $80 from here. I would say it's a good time to buy because what you're about to see to the upside, it far outweighs what you're about to see to the downside, right? Or at least what I assume that you're about to see to the downside. If we take this cycle high from May of 2021 and we go to the bear cycle low in June 2022, the next targets on the table would be $990 to $1,560, something like that. Most cryptos, when it comes to breaking out of their prior cycle highs, they don't stop in this primary target zone. They actually do hit their secondary target zone. And some cryptos even go beyond their secondary zone. But I would expect by the end of this cycle, BNB is worth a couple $1,000s, if not several thousands of dollars, man. It could be worth as much as 6K. I don't suspect it'd be worth more than that, but what would that do for Binance here? Let's see. Oh, hey, cool. It's on the trending there. Number 6. Number 6, where's the market cap? There we are, $87 billion. $87 billion right now. So that's definitely not a low market cap at all. Let's see, $87 billion. If you were to go all the way up to 6K, that would basically put you at about what, 600 billion, something like that, right? Maybe it actually puts you around $800 billion. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. And reaching for 6K would give you that 10x. That would be about $900 billion. You know, reaching for anything that's around, I would say 7K, 65 to 7K, that puts you at your $1 trillion market cap threshold. I don't think BNB gets this high, but if it were, that would be the highest I could see it going. Would be probably something just below 7K, just above 6,500. That'd be the highest I could see BNB going, unless it's going to be a multi-trillion. Unless I'm underestimating this thing and it'll be worth more than $1 trillion market cap by the end of the cycle, which is possible. But I don't think it's going to. My expectation would be something around 2,200, which that makes sense. Yeah, that would give you a multi-$100 billion market cap right there at about $2,200, $5,700 right there as well. I like that area, 57 to 2,200. It's a pretty big area. If I really had to guess, I would refine it more to probably 37 to 5,800. That would be the area that I feel the most confident in. But, you know, you never know. You could go higher. You could fall a little bit lower. But that's my cycle ending stuff. That's what I'm predicting for BNB. What's good for BNB tends to be good for crypto as a whole, right? You see this coin doing well normally whenever other coins are doing well in the space as well. Very tight consolidation phases, man. It just likes to do well. How much did it drop? I'm just curious. This part's just for my own kind of curiosity. From its all-time high to its low, it only dropped 73%. Man, that's better than Bitcoin. You guys, holy hell. Did we just discover something? Hold on now. Wait a second. It would make so much sense that an exchange token would be a reliable store of value. It would make so much sense. Look at that. Whoa, boys and girls. I think BNB is the only crypto in existence to have a better bear cycle than it did than Bitcoin did. What? Hold on. Let's check out BNB versus BTC. This might not seem that cool to a lot of you, but dude, this is really cool actually. Look at that chart, bro. You guys. And it might be obvious, like thinking about it, it's so obvious, but the biggest crypto exchange in the world that houses Bitcoin and various other cryptos, that exchange, Binance, which is one of the only exchanges that actually went to the extents to make their exchange available in the United States by making a whole different exchange, Binance US, just for us, okay, just to get that market. This exchange, the biggest exchange in the world, their token, their BNB token, has done nothing but appreciate in value versus Bitcoin over its entire existence. You guys, we might have found something that's better than Bitcoin to hold in the bear market. I know that sounds blasphemous. I know that sounds blasphemous to some people. But crazy. I want to look. Hold on now. I want to go back BNB. We're going to end the video soon. You know, this isn't anything really pertaining to like any immediate analysis. I'm just curious here, man. 83%. Didn't Bitcoin drop like 83% in that cycle? High to low. It dropped 84%. You guys, BNB is more sturdy than Bitcoin. I've never heard anybody say that. We just discovered it. Of course it is. Of course it is. How much shorter was its bear market too? What that low was in June of 2022. Bitcoin's low came in November of 2022. BNB, guys, I gotta admit, I'm not that impressed with how much it has to grow left. I know that there are incentives to holding it and stuff like that, right? There's, you can, I don't know if you can stake it or if you just get rewards or whatever, and I know it's cheaper to transact on Binance when using BNB instead of USD. But man, I think we just found out something cool, man. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. BNB, the only crypto that is a better hedge than Bitcoin. I would have never assumed, but it's kind of one of those things that's so obvious. Of course it would be. Of course it would be. The biggest exchange token that for the biggest crypto exchange in the world. Of course it would be. Okay, bye-bye.